Olivier, I'm up on the roof. There's a signal flare in the distance.
I assume it's red?
Yes.
Must be the drop zone. That's your target. Time to roll. Good luck.
Yes, sir, Olivier, sir.
Anton was a good guy. So let's do our best. For him. Try to keep a low profile out there. Don't let NAR spot you. And don't take more than you can easily carry.
Looks like Kozlov really pulled some strings this time. This is a ton of ammo.
Good. This thought was supposed to be a fucking holiday, and instead it's turning into a guerrilla war. You don't want to get stuck without ammo around.
Olivier, I can see the crates. It looks promising.
Well done. Don't listen. Remember the pointers of Igor. Any...
Olivier's right. Causing an uproar when it's...
Koslov, the most hated man in the zone. He's ruthless, but hardly a mastermind. Despite his civilized appearance, he may just be a mad dog, unleashed by the NAR. Still, you could probably learn a lot from him. He could be your ticket into the power plant.
Bad news, Igor.
What's going on?
Kozlov is about to leave the NAR encampment. Very convenient timing, isn't it?
Convenient indeed. So, change of plans?
Go to Hotel Policia, top floor. You'll have a great vantage point from up there. It will allow you to pinpoint Kozlov.
Sounds good.
Excellent. We should pursue this plan. This will bring us closer to defeating the Rat King.
You're one psycho geezer, Terracan. But I like you because you love to stir shit up. Working with you is a real pleasure.
You may be far from divine enlightenment, Sashka, but your heart is in the right place.
Smoke. What the fuck am I doing here, huh? Huh? It's probably a rat or something. wife is doing right now. Probably hanging out with her stupid hipster friends. I wonder what's for dinner. Hope it's not that fucking pea soup again. What's that smell? Did someone take a shit out here or what? Wonder what the quartermaster made for dinner tonight. Hope it's not more fish. I hate fish.
Found quantum traces of the portal generator. He must be close. Why did you have to come back? This is not going to end well for you. Why did you have to come back? Full of surprises, but it's not over yet.
Just one guy! One guy! Get him! He's behind cover! Flank him! He'll come out eventually! Everyone be ready!
I'm on the top floor, and I found some binoculars.
Good. Luck favors bold mousies like yourself.
I see him. General Kozlov in the flesh.
The chief rat. Now listen closely, Mousy. His living quarters are in the building on your right, top floor. The time for action is now. Gather your courage and go, Mousy.
What about a little help? Perhaps some kind of diversion?
Yes. Luring the other predators away is always a good idea. Use the generator to power up the Ferris wheel. Its lights will attract them like moths.
Like moths? That might work for a minute or two, but it won't last.
Do you have a better idea?
I might. Shut down the generator instead, and they'll be blind. Then you'll have no problem sneaking past the guards and getting to your target.
Another hour gone, 3 more to go. Fucking hell. Wonder what the quartermaster made for dinner tonight. Hope it's not more fish. I hate fish.
Okay, I'm at the generator.
The shadows are out! Fucking hell!
Fire! Fire at will! Target the head!
Over there! Keep shooting!
More of them are coming!
Watch your six! Stay alert!
Disabling the generator must have opened the shadow cages. The guards will be quite busy for the next little while.
Not afraid of the dark, are you? Seriously though, watch yourself. Those things will eat you just as soon as any guard.
What's all the commotion?
Don't even think about reaching for that sidearm, General Kozlov. I'm not interested in talking to you, but I need to find Tatiana, and you're in my way.
Is that so? Those few words you just said tell me you have no idea what's going on here.
Come on. He's just trying to weasel his way out of it. Kill him now. Don't let him get in your head.
I'm sorry, General. I'm not that kind of person. But you leave me no choice.
Wait. You're making a huge mistake. I can tell you a great many things. Useful information.
He's full of shit. Just pop him and blow.
You want to know about Tatiana, right? Then you found the right man. Let's talk.
Okay, I'll bite. But you better have answers.
Did you think I would be impressed? I've seen these things before.
Don't make your situation any worse than it already is. Move.
So, this is what it looks like from the inside.
Surprised? I guess you're not all-knowing after all.
Let's say terrorist hideouts are not my department, but I know everything I need to know. Is this a family meeting? What a pity. I thought we were going to talk man-to-man, Professor Kaminyuk.
What the fuck? Why did you bring this asshole here? You were supposed to punish him for what he did, and then leave his corpse as an example.
My poor fellow. I suppose you expect me to acknowledge you and apologize for something I've done. Sadly, I am forced to disappoint you. I have no idea who you are, nor do I care. What about you, old man? Still chasing ghosts? Did you ever find your mysterious Rat King? Perhaps you should have stayed in the institution. At least they kept you properly fed. Sashko Horobets. I admire your craft, but there's nothing I can do for you. Or your brother.
We'll see about that.
Are we done with introductions? Let's get to it then.
You seem to be the most reasonable of this gang of colorful misfits. I was hoping you and I could have a civilized conversation.
I know exactly what you're doing. It isn't particularly clever or original, and it's not going to work.
What am I doing? I am a professional who happens to be on the other side of the fence. Just a man trying to do his job. I have a nephew that I very much want to see. So, go ahead and ask your questions. When you're satisfied, I'm sure we can come to some kind of arrangement.
Your nephew? Tell me about him.
He's 10 years old. He's from Magnitogorsk, like his father and me, and he's the smartest kid I know. I don't believe for one moment that you could harm him. It simply isn't your style, Professor. Besides, you don't even know where he is.
Do not assume to know me, Kozlov. That would be a mistake. I'm only really interested in one thing. Where is Tatiana?
That ghost you're chasing. That pretty dream. I don't know what to tell you.
You're the head of security. Am I to believe you're not privy to everything that goes on at the power plant?
Professor Kaminyuk, listen. I am here to earn a little extra money so I can retire someplace nice and send my nephew to an Ivy League university. I have zero interest in anything that doesn't directly concern my men and my job.
You don't tell me. I swear.
I cannot tell you what I do not know, Professor. Semenov is the authority in this area. Talk to him if you want to know more about the experiments or this Tatiana girl.
Tell me about the experiments. What is Semenov doing in the lab?
I wish I could tell you, but as with tracking down trespassers, that is not my department. My task was to ensure Semenov could work undisturbed.
You lie. I've seen everything. I've even studied Chernobylite myself. How can you claim to know nothing about it?
I know about its applications, yes. I know that it can act as an unlimited energy source, that it can be used in transportation, medicine, and can even be weaponized. But I don't know any details about its implementation. I'm not a scientist, just an old soldier.
Yes, I suppose that's true.
Look, I'm not a personal friend of Semenov. His findings may be profound, but at what cost? Remember, it was Semenov who botched the experiment that released the shadows into this world. Can you guess how many people I've lost fighting those things? Don't ask me where these creatures came from, because I have no idea. From a nightmare, perhaps. Semenov has a god complex. He believes he can advance the human race, a bold claim, especially in this part of the world, no? We lived in the shadow of people who wanted to turn us simple bread-eaters into angels for almost the entire century. But I've been around. I've seen things. So you can understand why I'm skeptical when I hear such claims.
Semenov may be the brain, but he isn't responsible for the atrocities in the zone. That's your doing.
You seem like a smart fellow, Kaminyuk. Why would you buy into this nonsense?
What do you mean?
Whatever Semenov told you, he is the real puppet master. He has great influence over the board.
The board?
The big money people in the tailored Italian suits. The people who make money by making money. Semenov convinced the board he's going to transform NAR into $1 trillion business. To them, he's like an investment banker messiah.
Semenov isn't rounding people up and torturing them, filling mass graves with civilian corpses. That's you.
Well, naturally, you'll get a distorted view of what's going on when you only hear one side of the story.
Uh-huh. What's your side of the story, then?
This is a war zone. I am responsible for keeping my men safe and doing my job. Some collateral damage is unavoidable in any conflict. But trust me when I say I've already had a bellyful of civilian misery. I do my absolute best to keep their suffering to a minimum.
How do I enter that power plant?
You're placing me in a very awkward position. You want me to divulge information that may lead to casualties among my men and the civilian staff.
You've got a real nerve talking to me about civilian casualties. I can't believe you would try that. Again, what is the password and response for accessing the power plant?
Don't be stupid. You and your merry band of trumps will never make it out of the power plant alive.
I don't care. Do you know where we are right now?
No. I don't understand it, this place. But let's...
We are currently in the tunnel between two singularities. It's like a black hole, only smaller. This tunnel is a shortcut through time and space. Marvelous, isn't it? But to use it, you need to know how to enter and how to leave.
Ah, I see where this is...
Do you? I don't have to kill you. I can simply leave you here. But don't count on dying anytime soon. Time dilation will ensure that you don't. You will never see your nephew again. But perhaps I will release you to attend his funeral when he's died of old age.
I can see that your companion's cruel nature is beginning to rub off on you. Very well.
Are you ready to cooperate now? If you lie to me, I will return and it won't go well for you.
The call is, we quell the storm. The response, and ride the thunder.
Thank you. I'm glad we had this chance to talk. What to do with you now, eh?
I want to ask him about wrestling fast.
He's mine. I want him to experience a slow descent into hell. Fucker!
He's just a tool of the Rat King. He told you everything of value already. Do not let this rodent roam free. He can still do great damage to our cause, more even than before.
I'm not a murderer. I've only ever killed when I had no other choice. You can go.
Thank you. I knew you were a reasonable man.
You have to leave NAR. Disappear. And otherwise you and I will have another conversation. And it won't be a light-hearted chat next time.
All I care about is my nephew. I swear that you will never see me again.
G'day, mate.
Hi, McKeel.
Oh, years.
Have you always been a stalker?
Not always. Before I embraced this lifestyle, I did some of...
You've got my attention.
You gotta do what you gotta do to survive, am I right? I used to pick blueberries and sell them. It was really fucking hazardous stuff.
How is picking blueberries dangerous?
You don't know your own shitty ass from your elbow, Professor Fancy Pants. But allow Uncle Mikhail to bring you blueberries or freaking irradiated as shit. I was dealing with this guy who worked as a border guard, right? He used to search any 18-wheelers or lorries coming through. Anytime they flashed red on the radiation monitors. First time I met him, he was shitting bricks. He thought somebody was smuggling a dirty bomb into the European Union. But it wasn't a radiological device. It was fucking blueberries from Pripyat.
Oh, my.
This load exceeded the norm 4 to 6 times over. I kid you not, sir. It's not gonna kill you outright, but it certainly isn't healthy, even with all those antioxidants.
Fascinating. Did they put a stop to it?
Of course not. The exporters just started diluting the more glowing blueberries with the less glowing ones, so the cargo wouldn't trigger the alarm. And so, glow-in-the-dark blueberries traveled to Poland, and from there to the rest of the European Union.
What irony. In the end, everyone gets a taste of the Chernobyl disaster. Mikhail, you've...
Perhaps a fuck gathering and preparing herbs and mushrooms,
Perfect. Let's...
Gathering supplies seems easy enough, right? Well, it's fucking not. You need to know shit. For example, herbs with large leaves can often be found in the vicinity of their smaller brothers, or even beneath them, so being extra observant means additional stuff. Ready to put Uncle Mikhail's knowledge to the test? Okay, let's make a healing ointment. You need to find 2 mushrooms and 2 healing herbs. And because my time is so precious, I'm giving you no more than 60 seconds to find 3, 2... Ah, fuck it, just go already. Go fetch me some motherfucking mushrooms and herbs, Professor. Igor, 40 seconds left. Igor! Hustle, hustle, hustle! Seconds left! No dilly-fucking-dallying, you hear? Alright, let's see how you did. Not bad, not bad. Let's work on the healing ointment now. Alright, that's all for now. Right. I hope you don't forget what you learned today. I worked my ass off for you out there.